I often get asked, how do officials miss an obvious foul when everyone in the world sees it? Sometimes it's just a bad angle or human error, but most often it's a mechanical or positioning error. To demonstrate, I'm going to break down the missed offensive pass interference foul in the Florida-South Carolina game this past weekend and show exactly why the officials missed the foul. So let's start with a receiver keys. There are 5 officials covering the possible 5 receivers on any given play. And in this play, we have trips to the top of the screen, or trips right. So I've noted the back judge has the number 3 receiver, in this case the wing. The head linesman has the number 2 receiver, the slot, and the side judge always has the widest receiver on his side of the field. Another important aspect to this play is the ball is snapped inside the 7-yard line, so the headlines person at the top of the screen has got to go to the goal line right at the snap to cover any play that may occur on the goal line. It's important to note that only the widest receiver is threatened at the snap, so the side judge is going to stay with that key pretty much throughout the down. The number 2 and number 3 receivers are not threatened. So this gives the headlines person and the back judge some opportunity to help out if one of the other officials' keys is threatened. So they're going to go to help out, which is going to be the case in this play. So let's talk about where the headlines person went wrong. He should be completely focused on his key, who is the number 2 receiver in the slot, heading back toward where the ball was snapped. That's usually an indicator that you got a problem there. Well, we'll freeze it here, and we see that he's not looking at anything. He's apparently looking into the end zone where there are no players, no threats for foul. He's certainly not looking at his key. And as we go forward, we actually see that he comes back once he gets to the goal line, or as he's going to the goal line, and he seems to be looking at the receiver who's flared out, who's unthreatened. Well, he shouldn't be there either. He should be on the action where his receiver was blocking and creating a foul. Didn't stay with his key at the snap. Never got back to it at any point. That's why he missed the offensive pass interference. So now let's talk about where the back judge made his mistake. Remember that he has number 84, who's the 3rd receiver from the outside, and he flares out. So the back judge should have shifted and looked directly at the action where the number 2 receiver is blocking. We see his body language. His head may be turned. It's hard to tell, but he's certainly not squared up to where the potential foul is. So, and since he didn't make the call, we have to assume he's not looking at the problem area where he should be mechanically.